So in the beginning, we had Bitcoin. Guys, be on the mic just a sec. All right, I'm on the mic. Can you guys hear me? Hey, you can believe what you want, all right? I'm just going to show you what's in the charts. You do whatever you want. I can just tell you, if you go back and you look at my previous live streams about the New York Stock Exchange, I made those private. I'm going in heavy pretty soon with a trade on the Dow Jones and some other stocks. Yeah, you should be able to hear me. If you can't, clean out your ears or turn up your volume. So the reason I had this VIX chart up, I think the VIX is very difficult. This is a volatility index for the S&P 500. It's very difficult to predict moves with the VIX. And I have an arrow right here. We are going to get a move when we hit this blue ring. So I'm going to cover a bunch of different charts. I'm not going to give you price targets for a lot of it. I'm going to give you some trades, setups for Netflix. So we're going to go over, I have quite a few here. We have, let's see, this is high yield corporate bonds, the SPY, SPX, the Russell 2000, oil. This is a great one here, the ETF Trust Gold Miners. If you want to play this one, we're going to go Tesla, Amazon, Nvidia, Netflix, Nasdaq. We're going to cover Bitcoin into the stream. I'm going to show you why I expect a major move for the VIX. Remember, volatility index, if it shoots up, that means there's going to be a lot of volatility, a lot of moves with the markets. This is going to happen very soon once you hit this ring right here. We're right at this ring. I'm going to explain this in just a bit. Again, I will give you some price targets and timing for some of these, but not the ones I'm playing. If you go back, my streams are private now because, again, the more people that know about these, the less likely it'll play out. Again, if the markets come down, the last time the markets came down, Bitcoin came down twice as hard. So take that for what it is. So if you do want to access these stocks, now I am playing the Dow Jones. My targets I have set up on this chart right here, the Dow Jones original. That is what I'm playing right now. These are the charts I have available for stocks right now. Dow Jones, Apple, Google, Gold Trust Gold Miners, QQA, high yield bonds, Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, Cleveland Cliffs, Stock Maxer Technologies, US dollar, Boeing, JP Morgan, Lockheed Martin, S&P 500, oil, US Euro, USD, Nvidia, Netflix, natural gas, Nifty 50, Russell 2000, Nasdaq, Pfizer, PayPal, BioNTech. We're going to cover a few of these. So, and guys, I want you to understand why these rings are so powerful, how they can help you predict moves. Yes, we will cover Bitcoin. I have all of those charts up as well. So I want to play a little clip of this because I just need people to understand how you can use these charts to know when to long. And I gave you a perfect point to long this BioNTech. They're the ones that did one of the vaccines. This was March 26th. I'm going to play a little bit of this. I'm going to show you the chart and show you how it played out and how you could have played the perfect long. And if you pay attention to this actual stream, you can do the same with these stocks I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to kill the mic and play a part of this, and I'm going to show you how this chart played out. This is current price action right now. Notice this blue ring, we hit it, we kind of moved down it, we found support on it, resistance, but we kind of moved down it. But notice when we hit this white ring, as soon as we hit this white ring, we started pushing up, right? And then we hit this blue ring and we started coming down. And notice we got a little red candle here, so it's starting to push down. So a likely point if you want to long. Again, and what I'm trying to show you is every time we hit a white ring, we push up. You know, we didn't quite make it to it, but as soon as we hit it, you got a little push up, right? We hit this one, we pushed up. So what I'm saying is, if you want to find the perfect point too long, when we make contact with this ring, let's just say, now if you have access to the chart, you'll know exactly when. I mean, this is a ring, depending on what time, where you hit it, depends on what the price is. But let's just say we kind of move down this, break across it, come down, and let's say this is at 84.25. This would be the point you would long, because every time you hit a white ring, it pushes up. Now, how high it goes, I don't know. It might be up to this 15. So, sorry guys, thanks for pointing that out. So what I was saying was, every time we hit, you can match it and you can see. This is the red line, blue ring, white ring here, blue ring here, just matching it up. You can see how this played out. Here's a red ring, blue ring, blue ring. I said once you hit the white ring, that is when you go long. If you went long, where I said as soon as you make contact, wherever it's at, when you make contact with this white ring, doesn't matter about what's going on. All that matters is you play the rings. As soon as you hit the ring, you long. If you would have done that, you are now up 33%. Yeah, they're sound now. So again, I'm just showing you how to play these rings, and this is getting to the VIX, this is getting to the Dow, the S&P, all of this. This is the actual chart. I published this on November 21st, 2020. Let me just show you how this played out, just so nobody can say I'm moving rings. I can't edit this chart, guys. If I hit edit, all I can do is change the name. I can change the tags. That's it, and then save changes. So I can't do anything but hit play. So I'm going to hit play and just show you how this played out. Watch, we hit the blue ring, we get rejected, point too short. We hit the white ring, we pushed up. This is further back. This white ring's kind of ghosted. Notice we'll push down the blue ring. And we hit this white ring, we pushed up, and the next white ring hit it and pushed up. So you can see how this played out. This here, this is Pfizer, and this is another example. This is a white ring. This is where I was saying, look, we're riding up this white ring. Every time we hit it, bounce, bounce, bounce. So potentially your target, so your upside target are these rings, these yellow rings, downside target yellow rings, white rings a pivot ring. If I hit play, look how it played out. Came up, hit my target, came back down, hit my bottom target, and right now we're above this point. So you want a point to play? You want your next resistance? I would long Pfizer. Your first target above right here. Guys, if you want to write these down, I'm giving you some free trading advice on some of these charts if you play stocks. Your first upside target is right here. This is where I belong to, 39.94. If we get above that point, the next point you'll get rejected. Guys, the way I create these charts, notice this yellow ring. This is resistance, support, support. We pushed up as resistance, resistance, came down as support. Pivot ring, white ring, came down. Support, resistance, support. So guys, you can clearly see how this works. So the white rings are pivot rings, your next pivot ring is out here, but your actual support and resistance are the yellow rings. So your upside target is 44.37. And your downside target, if we get rejected, your downside target is down here at 35.52. Just showing you how the charts played out. No, I'm not your financial advisor, but I'm showing you where your targets are. If we push up, you might get rejected here. If we get above that, your next point to watch is 44.37. This is the VIX chart, guys, and you say, well, how do I know there's going to be some volatility in the well, this is just for the S&P, but if you'll notice, just like I showed you with BioNTech and just like I showed you with Pfizer, look at this blue fib circle. Notice how we're respecting this fib circle here. It was support, support, resistance, support, support, support. Look what happened when we hit the next ring. Look at this major pump we got. Look at this. Hit the blue ring, shot straight up. As soon as we crossed the blue ring, we came down. No disrespecting this yellow ring as well. Look what happened when we hit the next ring right here. Notice we crossed this blue ring and we got a pump. So guys, we are right here at this next blue ring. Again, if you do, I'm going to go through all these stock charts. We're going to cover Bitcoin. If you do want to access these stocks, I have Bitcoin charts, altcoins. So again, I have all the Bitcoin charts. I have a bunch of altcoins, precious metals, stocks, and tutorials teaching you how to create these charts. For $39 a month, you access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, access to my Discord and my Twitter, which is private. If you want information about the stocks, again, you have to access the charts, the ones I'm playing currently. But stocks is separate. If you do want to do lifetime, you get access to everything. It is $2.99. You get access to Bitcoin, altcoins, precious metal, stocks, Discord, and Twitter for life. That's up to you. Just want to let you know the link will be pinned in the first comment after the stream, but the link is in the description. It's optimarkcrypto.com. So let's get on to this, guys. So what I'm saying is, at this point, when we hit this, I expect potentially for the VIX to start shooting up. One hell of a move up, just like we had back here. So pay attention. Again, we're coming up on this soon. Obviously, I have an online drawing. Hold on. So I have this online drawing. Obviously, if you want access to that, I mean, I'm going to give you some free information on some of these stocks, but the VIX is going to be, again, this is coming up soon. Get access to the chart if you want to know, but we're going to get a hell of a spike pretty soon with the VIX. The Dow Jones, guys, like I said, if you've been following my previous streams and you've been following my previous videos where I talked about where I'll be shorting the Dow, keep that to yourself. Anybody mentions that target, you will be hid from the channel permanently. And if you're part of my Discord or part of my chart subscriber, you will be removed. I mean, I don't care. I'll just ban you from the website. So keep that to yourself. If you want to play it, play it. Do not share that information. I'm going in heavy with the Dow. I'm talking very, very heavy with the Dow. I'm expecting a major move coming soon. This does tie into Bitcoin as well. So we're going to skip past the Dow. If you do want to see where my target is, where I'm going to be shorting the Dow, when you load this chart up, the Dow Jones original, that is this chart right here. So again, if you have access to the charts, it's this top one right here. So I have my target set. You can see where I'm shorting it. So let's move on to, so this is HYG, iShares Trust, iBox USD high yield bonds, corporate bonds. Your next pivot point, I'm going to give you the date on this. Guys, I'm expecting a major move for the Dow, and remember, if most of the markets are coming down, Bitcoin's coming down too. We'll get to Bitcoin in just a bit. But I'm going to show you the date for this, guys. If you're looking for a point to potentially long or short. Now, I can tell you this white ring here, as soon as we crossed it, we started coming down. Notice you got to push up at this red ring, got to push up this red ring. When we cross this white ring, I expect the same thing to happen. I expect to potentially get a move to the downside. So again, I'm just going to give you the date for that move. This right here will be on... This will be on the 26th of April. So pay attention to that if you're playing this. These are just charts people requested and I created them. Let's see. Let's go on to the S&P. Now I do think it's possible. Now this says SPDR S&P 500. This is an ETF trust on the daily. It does look like this will be a top right here. I'm gonna give you a price label for this. This is right here at 420. Now, anybody play this, by the way? The SPDR S&P 500 ETF trust. Your resistance is right here. Your support is going to be this ring at 413, and your major support is right here at 397. Now, if this pumped all the way up, your target is this ring above, which is going to be around 469. This is the SPX. Now, I like to point out, while I'm specifically playing the Dow, I would like to point out, you notice this this vertical line right here? When we crossed it, we had a drop. We moved down it. So if this volatility index plays out and it pushes up, we get a spike. It is very possible that this could start riding down just like this. So pay attention. We're already at that now. So I'm expecting something to happen very soon. This is the Russell 2000. If you'll notice, this white ring has been resistance right here. Resistance. We got topped out this blue ring. We're getting topped out at this this white ring. We're just now crossing this blue ring. I think the Russell is going to be coming down. It's going to be riding down this ring. So if you're looking for a point too short, the IWM Russell, I think now is the time to do it. This is not financial advice, guys. It's up to you. But according to this chart, we will be topped out by this white ring, and we will ride down this blue ring. So again, and I can give you some targets on this. I don't know if any of you are playing this one, but I will give you some targets. Your current resistance right now, and you can see we're already coming down. Right here. This is your resistance currently, 222.34. And this is actually called iShares Trust Russell 2000 ETF. Your next major support, look, this ring right here has been support, support, support. So your first support right now to watch is going to be right here at 208. And your next major, hold on, your next major support, if I can get this damn thing to copy. Your next support is going to be right here, and you can see there's a fib channel line right here. This is your next support level that lines up with this ring right here. I have other support levels as well. If you have access to the chart, you can see those. If we did push up, guys, your next resistance to watch is up here around 236. And if we push up, you will get rejected at 256. This is oil. I think oil is topped out. We'll have to see. This yellow ring, if I zoom out, show you the bigger picture. This is actually the US dollar WTI oil, WTI crude oil. This yellow ring right here has been respected, I mean very well. Notice we come down, we found resistance, came below it a little bit, resistance, support, support, came perfect resistance here, support, resistance, dropped all the way down to this yellow ring, all the same fib circle here. So we're currently, I think, topped out for oil. Oil shot up a bit. I think oil is coming down. Notice respecting this orange ring as well. So I think if oil drops your target below, I think oil is topped out, guys. So if you're looking for a point too short oil, this would be the point to do it. At least down to 55.80 and potentially down here to around 55, 54, 55. You also have this, this is the 200 exponential moving average on the daily. So again, it looks like it's coming up at this point, but again, I would short right now. Your resistance right here is 63.83, but I would say your support to get out potentially 55.24. All right, this is the GDX. So if you've been following this chart, this is another example of rings, guys, and this gets into Bitcoin as well. This is what I give you. This is why people will make money and pay for these stock charts. Notice this red ring. Hit it, bounce, not quite. Hit it, bounce, hit it, bounce, hit it, bounce. Notice this orange ring. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We break the red ring, we drop. Let me get rid of this. So look what happens to the next red ring. Just like I said with Pfizer, just like I said with PayPal or with BioNTech. If you're hitting the red ring and you're bouncing every time you hit it, what happens when you hit the next ring? You long right here. So had you longed when it hit that point, you are up 17.81%. What happened when you hit the next ring? Guys, this is a method that tells you exactly when to long or exactly when to short. What happened? You hit the next ring, bam, up, hit it up, hit it up. So as far as I'm concerned, the GDX VanEck Vectors ETF Trust Gold Miners, I would be long on that right now, at least up to this point. Notice we got rejected at this yellow ring right here. So we will get rejected at this yellow ring here. That would be the point I would get out. So your resistance above is right here. If you get above 37.19, if we continue up this red ring right here, your next point is right here, 42.48. That will be the next ring. That's where we got topped out before, right here. So if we push up, that is the point you would want to get out. But as soon as you break this red ring, that is when you start coming down. But as long as we're before this red ring, I expect this to continue up. So again, something like this. Hit it, push up. Either we stay below this, we cross it, we come down. If we cross above without breaking the red ring, then we'll continue up potentially to 42.48. Are you guys following along with this? Do you understand how these rings give you points to long and short? And once you get past this ring, what do you have out here? Another ring, just like the previous one. So let's say that it does something like this, and it gets rejected, and we come back down. When you hit this ring, this is your cue to long, because it will ride up the ring just like it did the previous 3 rings. So again, I'm just showing you how you play these. If it does drop, your support to watch, guys, we respect all of these rings, so write these down. If we come down, your support is 33.54, and your support below that, look, perfect support right here on this ring. So this is your next support below. Just showing you how these stock charts work. Tesla. Now Tesla, this is going to be interesting. This chart right here, you can see how well price has been respecting this fib circle. You can see we got a pivot here. As soon as we cross right here, we had a pivot to come down. We're respecting all these center rings here. So we are coming up. Notice what happened right here. When we approach this white ring right here, again, this is Tesla. We hit this white ring. Let's see, how much did we come down when we hit this white ring? We came down a total of, that's a pretty big drop, 25.28%. So it's difficult to know what's going to happen here, but I do know there's going to be a move very soon. This is on the daily, so I can tell you this. I would probably short Tesla right now. People think, why the hell would you short Tesla? I am just going by this ring, guys. Now you can see when we cross this ring, we got resistance. We got to push up. We crossed this ring. We did push up. But going by this ring, we hit this ring. We pushed down it. We found support on this fib channel line here. So I think it's very possible where you're going to follow down this ring. Once you cross this ring, you get a pump. So if you ask me, I would short Tesla. If you're looking for a small trade, if you're looking for a point to potentially get out, this is your next fib channel line to watch. So if you're playing Tesla, again, if you have access to the chart, once you cross this, more than likely you'll get a pump. So if you're looking for a point to long, you would long as soon as you cross this ring. That's when you get a pump, just like you did right here. But as long as we are before this ring, I think it's more likely we'll start moving down. At this point right here, again, this is Tesla, guys. So if you short, I would short to 661. If we stay before this white ring and break this support, you want to write it down much more. So that's Tesla. This is Amazon, guys. Amazon, I would short the shit out of Amazon right now. And you say, why would you do that? I want to point out right here, we have been respecting all of these rings. If you'll notice, this goes back a good ways. Notice we pushed up, we got rejected here. We're respecting these blue rings. We're way past these blue rings right now. But if you'll notice, look at this yellow ring. So if you were following along with access to this chart, if you go back, you'll see why Amazon has been respecting this yellow ring. It's respecting all of these. But if you go back, you can see how I set this up. You push up, you get rejected. You push above it, you get rejected. You come back down, you find support, resistance. It pushes up, you find support, resistance. You're respecting all of these rings. So what I'm telling you is, right here, and you see how much this pushed up. This is crazy. Amazon is due for a retrace, and I'm telling you, this is the point it's coming down right here. Let me make this thicker so you can see it. You got to find this ring. Hold on. So this would be the point you would short Amazon. As long as we are before this ring, underneath this ring, I expect this to come down and potentially test the bottom of this. If not, this support level here, as soon as you cross it, you can get a pivot to come down or up. But as long, just like this previous one, hit it, rejected, hit it, rejected, hit it, came up as resistance. Notice we found perfect support down here. So I think if you're in Amazon, not financial advice, but if you're wanting to play Amazon, this is very strong resistance, guys. Look at this. This is a very strong resistance level right here. Let me make this really thick so you can see it. This is our resistance. And we just happen to be at a ring that has been resistant. So to me, this would be a perfect point to short Amazon. I think a lot of markets are going to be coming down. A lot of markets show me. I've been going through all of these charts. I would not be putting a shitload of money into the Dow right now if I wasn't very confident we're going to have a big move. But again, if you do want to short Amazon, let me give you some price targets to the downside. Your current support is right here at 3,368. Your next support is right here at 3,289. You will have very strong support here, so I think I would probably get out of my short at this point, because at that point we might cross this ring and then actually get a pump. So something like this. Does that make sense? Guys, I'm expecting something big. Again, I'm heavy into the Dow right now. This is another example. This is Nvidia. Let me show you this chart, guys. The way I set these up, you know where your tops and your bottoms are. This yellow ring's been respected. Resistance, support, resistance. Came down as support. It was resistance. Pushed up. It was support. Got rejected. This blue one. Rejected. Rejected. We got a lot of rejection here, but right here, this red ring is a pivot ring. This is the next ring. So had you paid attention to this chart, just like I showed you the previous one, what do you do when you get to a pivot ring? Right here. This is where your move happened. And how much did this push up? This pushed up a total of 13.5%. Your next pivot ring is out here. I can give you some larger targets for Nvidia, guys. If Nvidia continues up, the next target I have above is all the way up here at 938. That's a hell of a push up. And if we drop, so we're above, all of the strongest resistance has now flipped as support. So it looks like there's more upside for Nvidia. If we do drop, you have a lot of support below, 571, and then you have very strong support right here at 505. If we had a major drop, your next point to catch a bounce is going to be right here, 395. I am playing the Dow. Again, I'm going in heavy on the Dow, guys. If you want that information, you have access to the charts. Netflix. I would be short on Netflix. And the reason I say this, guys, this white ring right here, we've been respecting. Support, resistance, support, broke below is resistance, 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 came down to support, came back below it. Notice respecting this yellow ring, support, support. You long after the rings because they become support. We crossed it, we dropped, we're right at this white ring. I think this white ring is going to dump us down to this point. This is going to be your exact target for Netflix. So again, I'm expecting downside, but if you're looking for a point to short Netflix, it is right now, right friggin' now. We're just now crossing this ring right here. So your target down below is right. Well, you've got support levels, guys. Obviously, you have support levels on the way down. This is your first support level right here. You can see it was tested to the tick. So if you wanted to short to 512, that is your first support level. We will respect this ring, guys. So just like I showed you with the other one, if you're looking for a perfect point to long Netflix, when you make contact with this ring, this is when you long. Just like we came down, support, support, support. We broke it, we came down. And it goes back too. But again, if we break and come down and break the support at 512, you want to long Netflix at 477. If that breaks, the point you would long again would be down here at 414, depending when you make contact with this next yellow ring. Well, yeah, if this is confusing to you, you probably shouldn't be watching this. It's pretty simple. You wait until you make contact and then you long. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be trading if this is confusing to you. You probably shouldn't drive a car either. This here is the Nasdaq. So guys, I don't have any pivot rings for the Nasdaq. I just want to show you this. This is actually the this here isn't. This is the let me see. It says Nasdaq Inc., but it shows it 160. It says 4-hour CBO BZX. But I can just tell you, if you're playing this particular chart, the Nasdaq Inc. CBO BZX, you're at strong resistance right now. Again, guys, I'll get to Bitcoin in just a sec. But you're at strong resistance right now at 162. Your next strong support is going to be here at 157.80. Your very, very strong support is at 152. If we break below that, you will respect this white ring. Your strongest support I see on this chart is going to be right here at 136. And your resistance is going to be right up here around 170. And this here, guys, so we're getting into Bitcoin now, all right? Now pay attention. I put this video out on April 2nd, 2021. I told you this ring, this plays in, this whole stream is about rings and showing you the power of rings for pivot points, for support, for resistance. I told you that when we got up to this ring, even though this was the pattern we're in right here, this white line, so we should have pushed up higher, we got rejected at this this orange ring right here. It was around 65,000. I knew this would be resistance because I knew that chart told me this was resistance. If we go to the actual chart, look what happened. Look right here what happened. This is on the weekly. Rejected. Rejected. So as far as I'm concerned, we are topped out. You don't have to believe me. You can think, oh, Walmart and Apple and all of these are going to buy Bitcoin and it's going to push it up. Maybe. And if we get above 65,000, like I said in that previous video, I will get bullish. If on the daily we push above and we hold support at 65,000, I am bullish up to this target right here. This is the upside target. And you say, why is this blue ring the upside target? This is the same fib circle we bottomed on. This is what I called the bottom right here. We hit this blue ring. Notice we're riding. Look at this blue ring right here. We came down to support. Support. This is the 300 week. This right here. Oh, I need to make that on the weekly, guys. But we bottomed right here. This was resistance. Support, support, support. We broke it. Came down to this blue ring, just like the other charts. Support, support, support. We broke it. We bottomed right here on this blue ring. That is the same fib circle. If you bring this around, look, this is the next ring down. So if I move this ring right here, you see this is all the same fib circle. We bottomed right here. This is the next ring down. If you follow it around, this is the next target up. So guys, if you're bullish and you expect this to push up, just like we got rejected back here. Look, I could put this on the daily. I'll load up the daily chart. We got rejected at this blue ring. Then we found support on it. Look at this. Perfect support. In that video, I said, look, when you get to this point short, we dropped 20%. And I said, every time you hit this ring, you buy. We hit it. We pushed up. We hit it. We pushed up. You had perfect points too long right here on this ring. And this is the next blue ring above. So if we get above 65,500, I do not see that happening. I think we are topped out. If we do, this is your target right here to get rejected, to put in a short. Yeah, if you're talking about WhatsApp, guys, you're gone. Let's see. Who's talking about WhatsApp? Do me a favor. Anybody talking about WhatsApp, posting phone numbers, go ahead and just hide them from the channel completely. Get them out of here. All right, guys. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the same chart. This is on the daily. Again, I'm going to show you some more charts why I think we are topped out. Remember I said 65,000 was the top. That's where we topped out. If we would have pushed up, we should have tested this resistance. Support, resistance, support, support. We should have come up and tested right here. Right here at around 67,431. We didn't. Why did we not hit that point? Because of this ring right here that I said was the top. I can zoom out, show you the bigger picture. I believe that we are topped out. Again, this is going to be where the 20-week moving average is. If that breaks, your next support will be this red ring. I've covered this previously, why this is such strong support. Again, if the 20-week holds, continues up, that is bullish for Bitcoin. If this breaks, that is bearish to go much lower. That means we're starting another bear market. These are other charts to show you guys. This is the BLX chart. It just coincidentally, we topped out right here at this ring. We got two rings of resistance right here. The BLX chart topped out right here. This is a CME futures chart. I went over this. I talked about this ring. We topped out right at this ring. So Bitcoin topped out at a ring that I was telling you to pay attention to. This ring right here. I think we are topped out. We topped out here. Again, same ring. BLX chart, we topped out. CME futures chart, we topped out. So your next lower targets, you have a gap. This is my first downside target on the CME futures chart. This is my third downside target on the CME futures chart. If you guys have access to them, you can load them up. You know where they're at. This is Bitcoin dominance, guys. This is another indicator that Bitcoin is coming down. You have seen the alts are pumping like crazy. Everybody is jumping into alts. Like I think Dogecoin and some of these others are just going to the moon. People are jumping into them. They just alt season, free money. I don't think they know what's coming. They're going to be stuck in these alts. These alts are going to tank. People are going to jump out, jump back in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's going to continue coming down as well. As far as I'm concerned, Look at dominance, guys. Dominance has just been friggin' free fall. Look how much dominance has come down. And look where we topped out. Right here at this ring. This was actually a top we put in for Bitcoin. Dominance has come down a total of 28.5%. And I expected, this is what I was waiting. I was waiting to see if we would catch a bounce on this ring. Because take note, this is the same ring that we found support. I mean, we found resistance at this ring. So I was hoping dominance would hold support on this ring and would push back up. It did not. It broke below it. To me, that is super bearish for Bitcoin. Notice we're finding support on this fib channel line right here. It's very possible dominance will push back up, get rejected, and then come back down. That's what I'm expecting. This here, so we'll get into Bitcoin. Did you watch today's video on my last live stream where I said, look, if we push up, I said this was your target right here. I said if we push up, you will get rejected right here, and that is exactly what happened. We got rejected at 63,000, close to 63,500. Sure, yeah. If the market, if the U.S. stock market tanks and then has a quick correction, sure, I think it can come back up. But I do think we are due to come down and test the 20-week. How much the stock market corrects, I don't know. I hope it corrects a lot because I'm going to make a killing off of it. And you guys that have been following me, you know exactly where I'm talking about on the Dow Jones. And do not mention that in the stream or you will be hidden forever. But again, I said we would come up. We would find resistance here. And I said the support that needs to hold was this one right here, 61,898. Now look what happened. This is now resistance, 61,966. Now you are at resistance. So we were here, we pushed up as resistance, came down, found support, pushed below it. Now this is resistance to potentially come down lower. Obviously, if you push above this point, we can go higher. But right now, this looks bearish to me. Hey, that depends. If we hit 10,000, that depends if the stock market, how much the stock market corrects. I'm talking about the Nasdaq, the S&P, the Dow. If all of them crash, let's say they come down, I don't know. If they come down 20%, Bitcoin's going to come down 40%. If they come down, let's say 50%, yeah, a Bitcoin could possibly hit that target of 10,000. It depends on how much the market's correct. But I just want to go over this. These are targets I gave you. Pay attention to these, just like the previous videos, previous live streams. They've been accurate. They will continue to be accurate. Your next major support, guys, if we have a pretty substantial drop, it's going to be right down here at 55,500. That's a very strong support level we've been respecting going way back. Consider that a freebie. This chart right here, guys, this is for smaller targets. And again, go back, watch the last video. This chart has been dead on accurate. If you swing trade with this chart, you're making a killing. Look at this. Support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, come down to support, come up here, get topped out, find support right here. You know this is very strong support. Let me just put one little line here. Very strong support. So what happens? Where do we come down and find support? On this same fib channel line. We're not working with horizontal lines, guys. It's not just a horizontal line. Oh, well, if you find support here, then you'll find support here. That is not how it works. You have to find the trajectory the price is following. That's how you know this is the point to buy. This is where we found support. This will be support again. So look where your resistance is. Currently, your resistance is right here. If we push up, I'm going to give you two targets. Currently, it looks like we're rejected here. I don't see us getting above this point, at least today. 61,625. Your next support right here to watch is 60,353. If we break that, we're coming down much lower. This chart, guys, this is very important. I covered this in the previous video. If we break this support right here, we are coming down. If we break this support, you watch. If we break this support right here, we are coming down to test the 20-week. That person is. Someone left a comment. You're always bearish. You're never going to test the 20-week. Maybe we won't, but I promise you, at least I'm 95% sure. If we break this support right here, I'm going to give it to you. If we break this support, 59,400. If we break this, we're going to be coming down to test that 20-week moving average. Not only is this a very strong support level, you also have the 21 exponential daily moving average right here. And it's right here at this very important support level. So if this breaks right here, that means we will be breaking down from this structure right here. This is the pattern we're in. And keep in mind, guys, this is bearish divergence right here. We're putting in a higher high, right? But on the MACD, we're putting in lower low, lower low, lower low. This is bearish divergence. And right here, you notice I have an alert set. If we get above 65,500, and if we drop below 59,300, that target I gave you, if we break below that, we'll be breaking out of this larger structure right here. 59,000-ish. Depends on when you make contact. Right here is 59,400. That's why I'm saying, guys, if we break this support level, that's why I'm saying that 21 exponential daily moving average is right here. Support, resistance, support. This was our resistance. The ring I said we're topped out. As soon as we break this, and I can do a line, guys, I can come from right here to here. You pull this down, that brings us right to the 20 week moving average right here. So this is where I'm buying. And if that breaks, guys, I've showed you this red ring, this red magical ring. It's been resistance, resistance, support, support. We broke it, we dropped. And you can see when we pushed up, it was resistance, 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 resistance. We pushed back up as resistance, resistance, resistance. Came down and tested the 20 week. We have not tested the 20 week since. Support, support. We pushed up. It was resistance, flipped as support. Guys, if you followed me a while back, I said every time you hit this, buy. Hit it, I bought. Sold, hit it, I bought. It pushed up ever since. This is where I said that blue ring. I said when we hit it, you'll get rejected. We came down a total of 20%. This is where I said buy, buy. We pushed up. So that's what I'm saying. If we break the 20-week moving average right here, if I can get my damn brush tool off. If we break this 20-week moving average, that means we're no longer in a bear market. If we hit this 20-week and hold support, we're continuing our bull run. Then that person has said, can we hit 300 and some odd thousand in December 2021? Yes. Can we hit 5 million in December 2025? Yes. But if we break this 20 week, again, these are your next support levels to watch, and I have more down below. And that pretty much covers it, guys. Watch 59,413, and I am putting in a trade on the Dow. If you want to know that where I'm shorting that exact target, you'll need to get access to the charts. And if you do want to get access, guys, the website is opticalartcrypto.com. That link will be pinned in the first comment and the description. Again, for $39 a month, you get access to only Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, access to our Discord and my Twitter, which is private. Stocks is $49 a month by itself. Tutorials, I think, is $149. This teaches you my method, how I create these charts. The only 3 videos you need to watch is trendline analysis, fib circles from trend lines, and then this is how I create these charts that you just saw from scratch. Each one of these is about an hour long. And again, guys, I'm ready. I'm ready for some big moves, and it's coming very soon. Yeah, let's go to Tesla and look and see. Well, let's see if Tesla does pump. And, it is possible. Again, these are pivot rings. If we cross this ring, this is on the daily. Let me go to the 4 hour. So we're a little ways from this ring. So here's what I'm saying. We approached this ring. We dropped. We found support. We crossed it. We pushed up. So what I'm saying with Tesla, when we hit this ring, it is very possible this ring will start pushing us down. Once you cross the ring, it's possible you could get a pump. That is what these pivot rings are for. If you're before the ring, pushing down, you will stay short. Once you cross it, you might want to go long. But you'll have to go back and watch, guys. But again, I told you about BioNTech back on March 26. I said as soon as we hit this white ring, long it. And had you longed right when we hit it, guys, Right when we hit it, you are now up 32, almost 33%. Telling you the same thing with these other charts, guys. I think we're due for a correction. I'm not saying that the markets have to crash, but again, I am going I'm going heavy on the Dow. I'm not giving more information away than that, because the more people that know about it, again, if there's a lot of puts or a lot of calls, they know and they manipulate the price. I know exactly when to short the Dow. And if you guys have been following me, you know where to short it as well. If you want that information, get access to the charts. All of that is on the chart. But I'm not giving away that information for free. But if you want those targets they gave for Amazon, Nvidia, Netflix, Tesla, all those, you can rewind it back. But again, keep this in mind, guys. If the markets push up, Bitcoin will continue to push up as well. The last time the markets corrected, Bitcoin corrected twice as much. Bitcoin is a risky asset. It is also a hedge against the US dollar, so pay attention to it. Are you long on the Dow till the short target? Let's just say I've already entered a position and I am potentially waiting to enter another position on Monday, because markets close today. But that's as much information as I'm giving you on that. Again, and you probably know that target, Eric. So that's probably why you asked that question, or Harry. Yeah, so you already know that target. But again, I just showed you the VIX. We're going to get a big move for the VIX very soon, and I showed you why this is the case. Look what happened when we hit this blue ring. We hit this blue ring, pop. Cross it, came down. I'm telling you, we got a small one here. It wasn't much of a move. We hit it, we pushed up. I'm telling you, we're going to get a hell of a move right here. We're almost at this next ring. Just like I showed you those other charts. When you hit the ring, there's a point to ride up. I've done this with the DXY and mini charts. So I'm telling you, there's going to be a lot of volatility coming very soon. If you want access to this chart, I do have it on the on candles, so you can actually see the time frame. But I'm not giving this away for free, guys. You want access to these charts? If you already have access to the charts, just load it up. So Trivium, if you load up that chart, you know when we're making contact. I had this on line drawing to not give away too much. But yeah, guys, be prepared for some big moves. I think it's coming very soon. If you want the exact date, sign up. If you're already part of, Twitter and Discord, you know what's up. Hey, be careful. I know these altcoins are pumping like crazy, but what worries me about Bitcoin is this dominance, guys. Dominance is just plummeting. And look at this support right here, guys. That's what I'm saying. Always, if you don't know how to play these charts, just go back and look and see. This was our support. If you go back and look, you can see that this line right here has been respected going way back. So it was support here. So you knew if you dropped, this was your support to buy. And had you bought in right there, look, you're already up almost 3%. Your next resistance to watch is right here. This has been a lot of resistance. So if we push up, watch to get rejected at 62.191. Let's look at these other charts and see. So your resistance right above, guys, if we push up, watch to get rejected here, 62,892. And remember, if you break this support, it's game over, guys. Bitcoin is coming down. As long as we're above this point, stay bullish. 59,441. If we're above that, and we keep breaking above these resistance levels, you can trade support and resistance. But as long as we're above this point, stay bullish. But as soon as we break 59,400, that's when I would get bearish. Let's look at this one other chart here. So again, 62,191 is your closest resistance level to watch. And this is right here. Pay attention. This is very strong resistance. If you wanted to put in a short, this would be the point to do it right now. 61,932. I'm gonna put this on the smaller time frame. We're gonna let this play out just for a little bit, see if we get rejected. I'm gonna take a break, refill my coffee, and I'll come back. But let's see if we get rejected. And take note, there's a moving average right here. We've been respecting as support. So let's see if we get rejected right here, 61,932, or if we push above it. I'll be right back, guys. The next this is on the 30-minute. The next 30-minute candle is in 10 minutes and 37 seconds. So let's see if we get rejected and come down. If we push up and hold support above this point and push higher, then be bullish. And I'll give you the targets above, but let's see how this plays out. And again, I will be right back. By the way, if you do me a favor, guys, if you could hit the like button, if you do enjoy these streams. I know some of you probably just wanted a Bitcoin stream, and I will continue doing live streams about Bitcoin, making videos about Bitcoin. I just wanted to do one about stocks. The next video or the next live stream will only be altcoins. So we're going to cover every single altcoin I have. I'll be updating those charts as well. So guys, if you want me to do that live stream and that video about altcoins, hit the like, subscribe, take the notification bell, and the next live stream will cover all the altcoins. I'll give you all the price targets. But again, I just wanted to show the stocks because I don't ever talk about stocks, and that is a big part of what I do. All right, while we're watching what happens here. So again, guys, if you wanted to chance a short, I've done about 5 live streams. And every single live stream, I told you guys when to short, when to long, and they were dead on accurate. While right now, it is possible it could push up. This is very strong resistance. So if you wanted to chance a short, guys, I'm telling you, put it in your short right now. This is not financial advice. Nothing is forever. Nothing is certain. But what I do is I sell at resistance. I buy at support. People that use leverage, you short resistance, you long support. So you would short right now. Obviously, if you push above this, you maybe want to wait a sec, see if it comes back down. If it pushes above it, hold support. You don't want to get out of your short, obviously, and you want to long. What I would do is if you push above this point, 61,932, once we come back down and test this, I would long up to this point. Obviously, I'd refer to different charts, but this would be the ideal point to potentially put in a short to get rejected and come back down. But the most important thing that you need to remember is I believe that this is our local top. I'm not saying we can't go higher. I just think that we are topped out. Notice we hit this to the tick. To the tick. This is the weekly here. I think we are topped out to come down and test the 20 week. If that does not hold, this is your next support. All of these price labels are on the chart. Not to mention if you have the chart, you know when you make contact what the price is. But until we get above, right here, until we get above this point, let me go to the daily. Until we get above right here, I am bearish. Once we get above this point, let me get rid of all this stuff, guys. Once we get above, if we get above right here, 65 right here, this target right here, let me duplicate this. If we get above 65,524 and we hold support on the daily, I will buy, I will not be trading, I will be hodling all the way up as high as this goes. Seriously. But I do believe the markets are due for correction, which means Bitcoin's due for correction, which I think is going to send us down to the 20 week. If the correction isn't that bad, I think Bitcoin will make a nice bounce off of the 20 week. But I am bullish once we get above 65,500. Until then, I believe we will be breaking 59,341 to potentially come down lower. And this is on the daily. This is a huge rising wedge. And this is bearish divergence. This looks like it's just set up to tank. And I believe the markets are set up to do the same. Let's go back to this chart here. I have a lot of charts up. Right here. So if you're in a short right now you're doing good. I'm telling you, this is the point too short. Let me look for the one that has the smaller targets. So 62,191, that is, if we pushed up, I would wait to see if we break this. This is very strong resistance. Your strongest support below is 60,353. So yes, if you're in a short from this point right now, if you're in a short right now from 61,932, I would probably short down to potentially 60,421. Let me see where that matches with the 21 daily exponential moving average. Yeah, so as long as we're above 59,376, you're fine. But once you break this, 59,376, that is when it is game over and Bitcoin is coming down. Any questions before I kill the stream, guys? And if you do want to access these charts, if you want lifetime, you get access to everything. Stocks, Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, access to our Discord, wealth of knowledge here. Everybody shares their own charts, shares well alerts. I mean, they can help you out if you're asking about different exchanges or leverage. They share their trades. We have a channel with trade setups, live trades. But if you do want to access these charts, guys, again, if you go to subscribe right here, $39 a month gives you access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter. Stocks, I think it's $49 a month. I have that $59. I have to check, but it'll say when you sign up for it. Tutorials are $149. This teaches you my method of charting. If you want to learn how to chart for yourself, or at least understand how these charts work. If you want to do lifetime, contact me through the contact page. It's $2.99. Yeah, $2.99 lifetime. You're in for life. You pay one time, that's it, and it makes you a gold member in Discord as well. Yeah, if it's pumping, if it's just going to start dumping. But again, I'm just telling you, pay attention. The VIX, we're going to get a hell of a move. It's going to happen very soon. This chart will have candles, and you can see the date when you have the actual chart. The Dow, guys, I have some stuff removed from this chart. I'm not giving this information away, but I am expecting a hell of a move for the Dow. I'm expecting a lot of volatility. So I'm kind of excited about that. And remember, guys, if the markets are up, Bitcoin will continue up. If the market's correct, just going on what happened last time, the COVID crash, the Dow dropped 30 some odd percent. Bitcoin dropped 63%. So I know the Nasdaq and the S&P crashed as well, but Bitcoin crashed twice as hard. Yeah, my XRP chart is on point. Let me give you one example. If I go to access charts, look how accurate these charts are. For finding tops and bottoms, I mean, you can't find charts like this. Look where we topped out. If you go back and watch previous videos, I said, look, if we push up, this is your resistance, this fib channel line right here. Nobody gives you charts. This is uncharted territory right here. I gave you a perfect point. Look at this. We got rejected right here. We came down a total of 22%. As soon as we pushed above this resistance, rejected. We pushed up, got rejected this fib channel line. Pushed up, where did we get rejected? Next fib channel line. Now that we hit support, we're pushing back up. So yes, all of the altcoin charts are just as accurate as the Bitcoin charts and the stock charts. So you want another target, guys? Look, your resistance for XRP right now. Write this down. XRP, your resistance is right here. $1.81. You push above that, your next resistance is right here, $2.51. You push above that, your next target is $3.52. If we break below your current support right now, you can see this was support, it was resistance and support. So if we break below $1.42, your next support to catch a bounce is right here. You can hardly see it, there's a fib channel line right here. All of these are respected. Notice what happens. We push up. You get rejected, you come down, you get rejected. You push up to the next one, you get rejected, bouncing back and forth. Where do you push up to? The next fib channel line. You get rejected. Where do you come down to? That fib channel line, you got rejected. So this is our resistance, this is your support, resistance, you break it, this is your support, your resistance, your support. So you want your strongest support level if we come down? Well, right here. This is your strongest support level if we come down, right here. This is where you'll catch a hell of a bounce, right at $1. I mean, that's not a coincidence, guys. Rejected, we broke above it, we got a hell of a pump. So if we come down, this is where you buy, right here for a nice bounce. So let's see, are we coming down from that point? I told you to short right here. So if you're in a short, you're probably doing good right now. I do think that we are going to be coming down from this point right here. But guys, I have stuff to do. Again, as long as you're below 61,932, I would short it. Not financial advice. But again, I would watch, and I would probably take my profit at 60,421. If we break, again, if we break 59,376, we will be breaking the daily 21 exponential moving average, a very strong support level right here, and we will be breaking out of this larger structure right here, bringing us down to the 20-week. And I've been calling for this being the top for quite a while, and you can see we cannot make it above it. We hit it here at 62,605. We hit it again, 65,362. Keep in mind, guys, these other charts, we topped out here. CME futures chart, we topped out. Keep in mind, we have a gap right here at, let me give you that price target. We have a gap right below us at 59,000. If we hit 59,000, we'll be breaking we'll be breaking this support. So if we fill that gap, we're going to have a major drop. 59,000, there's a gap right here. And then my next major target is right here. And then my next major target's right here if it gets very bearish. But guys, that's it. Feel free to rewind the stream back if you want to check out those stocks. And if you do want to sign up, again, website is opticalartcrypto.com. The link will be pinned in the comment, first comment and in the description. And again, Bitcoin, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter is $39 a month. Stocks is separate. Tutorials are separate as well. That's it, guys. Till the next stream. Trade safe. Trade smart. I'm out.